Well, a dog in Grand Rapids, Michigan has a medical condition that requires her to have a special seat at the dinner table.
Alyssa Heron reports on the Labrador named Tink, or the dog who sits in a high chair while she eats.
While we're used to seeing babies eating dinner in high chairs, you have to admit, this is quite a sight.
Well, she's a Labrador retriever. She fetches things in the water. She plays frisbee. She goes on walks. She licks people to death. Good girl. She cuddles. She does everything.
Tink has been eating out of a Bailey chair since 9 weeks old. It's basically a high chair for a dog.
So when she was 9 weeks old, my brother had watched her, and she came home and one side of her stomach was flat and the other one was distended. And that's when the emergency vet had told us, like, maybe this is megaesophagus.
Megaesophagus means when Tink eats or drinks, the food and water never make it all the way to the stomach.
The esophagus, how it works is it kind of like squeezes the food and water down. Kind of like in a wave-like motion. We call that peristalsis. Because she can't do that, when she eats or drinks, the food just stays in the esophagus.
And when it sits there,
Her body will reject it. She'll regurgitate it. It's kind of just like a burp up. It's like a bloop, and it just comes up.
Good job.
So the chair keeps Tink in an upright position, and gravity does the work her esophagus can't.
If she's in an upright position, anything that's in her esophagus is going to want to move downward.
Tink eats 4 times a day, and after mealtime, well, just like a baby, it's burping time.
After she sits in her chair, this is a normal thing. For about 5 minutes, we typically burp her, as crazy as that sounds. And then we do a throat massage too, where we get in deep to the esophagus and just try to help move the food down.
And like a baby, it's a lot of work, a lot of patience, and most just don't have the time.
Liam, give her kisses.
What ends up happening is the animal might be, like euthanized because owners can't handle or can't, dedicate, the time and effort it takes to, care for them. Or they suffer from, malnutrition.
Sadly, the survival rate is low.
Right up on the mat here.
But thanks to the Sullivans, Tink has a second chance at life.
Not knowing if we could care for her, or even not knowing if we were going to euthanize, I cried for at least 4 days straight and trying to figure out what was going to happen and how much money we were going to put into her. But every penny has been worth it. I wouldn't change it for the world.
What a sweet story.
Isn't
oh
that
my
fun?
goodness.
That'll put a little sunshine on a rainy Tuesday, won't it?
Yeah, did you see Tink's face when she was sort of massaged? Like,
Yes.
Tink just knows it's time to get a little mom love.
I love it.
That's
love
sweet.
It. You're watching ABC Tri-Cities at 9.